Hello guys, welcome back. Today I will be discussing important words that are used in the GRE context that starts with letter L. I would like to say that it is very important that you note down these words and remember it just before your GRE exam. These words are taken from a bunch of multiple feedbacks that are given from students from last 2 to 3 years. Don't take these words lightly because these will reappear in your GRE exam because the paper remains same or the paper is not refreshed for the last 2 to 3 years. Many of my students would say that they follow another type of apps which might be outdated or which might not contain the correct sense of vocabulary that is currently used in the GRE context. I would suggest that you pay full attention to all these words and try to make a note such that this will be helpful for your GRE exam. So now let's move on to the words. The first word I will be discussing is laborious. The word laborious is made from labor. If someone is a labor, he is working very hard. He is tedious. So it's very easy to remember because it is derived from word labor, that works very hard, that is tedious and does his work on time. Now let's look at the sentence. But he was not a laborious student. That means the person was not a hard working student. Very easy word, and this is very commonly used in text completions. You won't find these words in sentence equivalence, but in text completion you will definitely encounter this word because this defines a person's behavior, person's activity, person's ability to do work. So you can expect this in your GRE exam. The next word is lackluster. So if you look at the composition of word, it's like lack plus luster. So this is the meaning of this word, that it is lacking luster. If someone is lacking shining, that means it is dull in nature. So the meaning of lackluster is dull in nature. Now let's look at the sentence. Because Cole was such a lackluster host, the Cole was a dull host, he was not basically engaging with the people. We decided to leave the party and go to celebrate somewhere else. So it's like we were in a party and the host was not very friendly, very encouraging. The host was dull. So we decided to leave the party and celebrate somewhere else. Now moving on to the next word. The next word is laconic. If you look at the word, it is like lack in sonic. Sonic is related to sound. So the person is lacking in sound. That means the person is very precise, brief to the point. So the meaning of laconic is the person who uses less words. He is brief and to the point. Now let's look at the sentence where it is used. It involves a slow, laconic vocals and slowed beats. That means it requires less vocal and slowed beats. The music or maybe the person's voice, person's ability to speak requires laconic vocal and slowed beat. Now let's move on to the next word. The next word is lag. It's like move or develop more slowly. It's like something is lagging behind. If you are doing your duty and someone is doing and it's taking longer amount of time, that means the person is lagging by that amount of time. So lagging means that is going, things are going very slowly. Now let's look at the sentence. She did well in her first year at school, but then started to lag behind, that she was moving slowly. She was not able to adjust to the speed of the classes. So guys, this completes the important words in the GRE context that starts with letter L. I will be making more videos and will help you in developing technical acumen in the field of vocabulary. So stay tuned for the more words and you will learn a lot, and these will surely be reflected in your GRE marks or GRE score. Until then, all the best for your preparation.